Hey guys, Wes the Mine Detective here, coming at you with another exploring video. So I'm out here on the East Fork River with my beautiful girlfriend. She just crossed the river. And we're going to cross over to the other side and and check out there's a little mine prospect over there. But I'm also going to show you guys there's this huge, massive quartz vein right there behind those trees. But the objective for today is we're just going to be like doing a little bit of prospecting out here, and also we're going to be checking out the infamous, what I'm going to call SM mine, which got affected by the fire that ravaged out here not even a year ago. It was a few months ago. So let's check out this huge quartz vein. Alright. Yeah, so you can see it starts right here, goes all the way up, and it's about 2.5 feet thick at its thickest. Look at that. There's definitely still gold in there. You can see the nice iron staining on it. But yeah, this prospect is right over here, upriver. But yeah, this SM mine, I believe this is like my either 7th or 8th time there. I'm not gonna go all the way up. It's like about just over 1,000 feet of going up scree and shale slabs. But yeah, we'll check out the aftermath of the fire. Say hi, baby. Okay, here's this little prospect here. I think it only goes in a couple feet, but I've never shown it on video, so I think it's pretty cool. That thing just ends there in a couple feet, but really cool that it's here. Ugh. A little bit of moss in the face of the mine there. There's a little bit of water actually dripping out of there. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they got any substantial gold out of there. But yeah, here's this huge mining claim here. They actually tunneled a good bit under that massive, I don't even know, 4 or 5 ton boulder there. But yeah, there's just a lot of workings. But yeah, we're gonna head up the river and see how that SM mine looks after the fire. Alright guys, so here's our first artifact right across from the mine site. It's not extremely old. I mean, it's probably from the 50s or so. Old shovel here. But we're getting within maybe a quarter mile, if that, of the mine. And I'll show you guys a bunch of the different like sites associated with it. Wet water trail is one of them. But yeah, I mean, there's just so much like pipe and just all sorts of metal scattered all over the river and all over the side of the mountain. So yeah, we're almost there. Let's see what we can see up there. Alright guys, so we're right across the river from the infamous wet water trail, which used to run right up there. You can see the springs. They're actually flowing really good, and there's a lot of greenery and moss all around. But yeah, the way I took last time is I went up here and then I went across, came across a bighorn sheep further up there. But yeah, so right up this way, you just got all the metal pipe that has fallen about 1,000 feet from this slope right here. We're gonna cross the river, take a look at that. My feet are already wet, so just gonna say screw it. Oh, there's a Pelton wheel. Sweet. Yeah, I was thinking that the Pelton wheel was gonna be in a bit deeper water, but it's literally right there. Yeah, look at that thing. Old Pelton wheel. Yeah, so in my previous videos, I'll probably leave a link to that on this video, but in the previous videos, it showed like the cover around this and it said Pelton Company. Yeah, look at it compared to. Yeah. Oh yeah, a couple of the cups are broken and dented. Yeah, look at that.
It tumbled down like 1,000 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing tumbled 1,000 feet, so I mean, it's remarkable that it's like the whole freaking wheel is intact. Yeah, a couple of cups are damaged, but and here's all the pipe strewn about the river. And I'm sure there's so much more. There's a piece of pipe up there, further up there, maybe a couple hundred feet. But yeah, I mean, you could see all like the rock slides and all the dirt that came down from up there. Like, all this used to be just straight bedrock, but yeah, now you got all this loose dirt right here. Yeah, that's crazy. There's like a Pelton wheel from the other side. Yeah, there's just a bunch more pipe down that way. There's even a piece of pipe across the river right there. Yeah, I mean, it's just all over the place. Crazy. Yeah, we'll just mosey around here for a bit and see what else we can see. Alright guys, so here is a Pelton wheel. I'm going to try to attempt to pick it up, or not pick it up, to move it up. Oh, and they're going to get padded. Big old Pelton. Alright guys, I was taking a closer look at this Pelton wheel, and on each cup it actually has a patent date. So it says W.A. Doble, patented, it's either February or December. It looks like a DED. And then it says 31/1907. This one you could read a bit better. But yeah, this thing, patent dates were usually about maybe a decade. That's a good rule of thumb, a decade or so after. So this thing was probably manufactured around, say, 1915, 1920. So this thing is 105 or so, maybe even 110 years old. So that's really, really cool. Alright guys, so there's looking back down where we just were. See the pipes strewn all about the place. There's just a bunch ton more all up on the side of this mountain here, as well as in the river itself. We use that as a little river crossing. But yeah, I mean, even across the river, all over there is just pipe all over the place. So just imagine like all the other artifacts and other stuff we might see up here. There's another one. So I don't know if it got covered, but hopefully it didn't. There was a rock out here that had an old Native American mortero on it. I kind of vaguely remember like the exact, like where it was. Should be up here very soon. And then we're also going to check out the the old backpacker Dave's hut up here, and then also the original Oliver Justice's cabin, which was actually built in the 1890s, I believe 1895. Oh yeah, baby, right there. Yeah. Yeah, so there's that Mortero. So actually, it's really cool. There's acorns or walnuts?
Yeah, acorn.
Acorns, yeah. So they would have, yeah, most likely crushed like the acorn foodstuffs in here. There's only one, and this is the only one that I've seen. But yeah, there used to be Native Americans that lived right here, where all the miners eventually moved. But yeah, the mine is up in those pine trees up there, about 1,000 feet higher than us. And then we'll see the remnants of this hut and the other cabin right behind it. Yeah, we got burnt to got pretty much all these trees got burned. Cool. Yeah, so it's still there. We got Backpacker Dave's hut. And then there's also this really cool shale slab rock swing. It looks like it's kind of sideways. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't snap. Oh. Nope. Don't want to swing on it. There's a bench over there too. But yeah, here's. Oh, there's no more door. Looks like the door got burnt. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, you can tell, like, it looks like the roof got really hot here and melted in. Wow, what a shame, but it's still here, still standing. Could still kind of use it as a shelter, but it's a shame right there. There's an old little fireplace here. Spent a night or two. Yeah, that cable's barely hanging on by that little branch. And then there's that little bench here. At least the rock made it. And then Oliver Justice's old cabin should be right back here. It's obviously made of stone, so thankfully it probably survived. Yeah, it's crazy how much different it looks. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. So this is Oliver Justice's old cabin here. That's a bit different, but looks like somebody camped over here on this left side. Actually, it looks like the foot to the stove there. I haven't seen that before because obviously all this was kind of covered up by brush. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Not really much left. Here's the old fireplace. But yeah, Oliver Justice, I believe he came out here around in the 1890s or so. He had a few claims, I believe, on the West Fork and East Fork. Obviously, out here, he had a mine or two. But he was buried overlooking this cabin, either right there above Iron Fork, somewhere on that little plateau, or one of these spots up here right above his cabin. I'm not totally sure where his grave is, but take a little gander at the foot of that stove. That looked pretty cool. Actually, there's lots of stove parts and pieces. Oh, look at how ornate that is. Baby, look. Old cast iron stove. Super ornate. Ornate designs here. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so this is just stuff like I couldn't see because there's like bushes and stuff covering all this. But yeah, there's a foot to the stove. Nice. Lots of cool stuff around here. Most of this is modern trash, you know, like these cans, but there's still some. Oh, baby, look at this. Silver plated fork. Look at that. You get all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure like the kitchen was probably in this little side area here. Got the stove and all the utensils, all sorts of stuff. Old bottles all over the place. That's a half-pint whiskey. Probably part of it. Old Coke bottle, that's cool. Yeah, man, there's lots of cool stuff here. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can see too much more right off the bat, but yeah. That's pretty much it, yeah. This fire really wiped through here and made a mess of everything, but you know, it's just this area will definitely recover pretty quick, you know, within the next decade. But yeah, so there's Oliver Justice's old cabin. That thing's really cool to see. But yeah, baby, that'll be the end of this one. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.